Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie Dunn, and I am here to talk to you today about equal treatment of bidders in public procurement and how to get it right, how to manage the process and ensure that bidders are treated equally through it, and how to mitigate the risks of it maybe going wrong. So, what are we going to talk about today? We are going to look at some fairly recent equal treatment cases, some of the more recent cases. We're going to look at drafting an ITT and coming up with your requirements or the requirements of the contracting authority in terms of what it is looking to buy and managing equal treatment through that process. We're going to look at applying exclusion criteria, and in particular in the context of disqualifying bidders from participating in your procurement process. We're going to look at how to deal with challenging situations that arise during the procurement process, whether that's things like necessary changes to the procurement or conflicts that come out during the procurement process that have to be managed. Dealing with difficult situations at the end of the process, particularly where maybe something has happened during the course of evaluation or similar, where you've not seen it coming, something has to be done in response. How do you manage that in an equal treatment way? And then finally, I'll quick look at some of the changes that the Procurement Act will bring about as of the 24th of February 2025, although we will pick up on some of the new provisions of the Procurement Act as we go. So starting with some recent equal treatment cases over the last few years, and there haven't been too many in that period, but there have been a few. We start with Consultant Connect and NHS Bath. This was a case in which NHS boards acting together began a competitive procurement process, as you normally would, and Consultant Connect came in second place during that process, but there were issues that arose during the course of the procurement with the transparency of the scoring as that was being done. The response of the boards is what then led things to go a little bit further awry. So the boards stopped the process, the procurement process that they'd started under a competitive procedure, and they decided to procure through a framework instead. Now, the key thing here is that the first placed bidder during the original process was on that framework that the NHS boards decided to use, but Consultant Connect, which, as I say, had come second during that process so far, was not on that framework. The boards then held a mini competition through the framework, but unhelpfully they only invited one tenderer to participate in that mini competition, and that was the first place bidder in the previous process. So Consultant Connect, as you might imagine, challenged that and said, this is all just a smokescreen for giving a direct award to the first placed bidder using that framework. That is not an appropriate thing for you to do.